following podcast is recorded and produced by the Podcast Precinct in affiliation with the network at bicbp-radio.com. The Podcast Precinct. Consistency, creativity, culture.
The Nostalgia Funhouse proudly dedicates all episodes in the loving memory of Connie Chirac.
You'll get fat, like a surgeon. Smells like Nirvana. It's a perfect holiday gift. But wait, there's more. There's Alapalooza, Weird Al's newest album featuring 2 additional monstrous videos that are also included in the Ultimate Collection. Jurassic Park, plus the brand new Red Hot Chili Peppers parody, Bedrock Anthem. That makes it 16 classic videos, all for only $19.75. And if you order now, you'll get the Weird Al Yankosaurus collector's card absolutely free. Call this 800 number for your own copy of 16 classic videos of Weird Al Yankovic, the Ultimate Collection. Plus your own Yankosaurus absolutely free. Only through this special TV offer. Use your credit card or send your check or money order to this address. Special Christmas delivery available. All for the amazing price of $19.75. Call now for Weird Al.
A long, long time ago, in a galaxy far away, Naboo was under an attack. But that's okay, because the Nostalgia Funhouse is here to save the day, along with a certain, shall we say, weird fellow. I'm Johnny, he's Will, he's Andrew. Andrew, what are we doing today on the Nostalgia Funhouse?
We are drafting Weird Al songs to make what we would say our greatest Weird Al compilation album.
I think so, yeah. Now we got to set some ground rules. Are we going to allow trades for this?
No trades.
No trades.
Oh,
no
man.
trade. You
man.
get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
I'm gonna throw a fit.
I'm
you
going
can-
to
There's like 2 or 3 songs particularly that if I don't get them, you will see me temper tantrum.
I am not even kidding. There's at least 3 songs that legit mean a lot to me. And I will be beyond absurd with how angry I'm going to be if one of you take them.
Oh, I'm taking them all.
There's literally one song that I forced my poor first girlfriend ever to listen to over and over again. And she never forgave me. That's probably why she broke up with me, deservedly so. If I don't get that song, I'm gonna be really irate.
Well, I also have a certain song in particularly that I have an opposite situation where I was on my way to a concert to see Foreigner and Styx.
Whoa.
Pittsburgh.
Calm down there, buddy.
Yeah.
Whoa, buddy.
I tell you, it felt like the first time. But I was driving with my then girlfriend, now wife, and we're driving to Pittsburgh, and I had a certain album on, and a certain song came on, and she started singing it, and I go, "That's it, I'm marrying this girl."
That's how you knew. Yeah. That's how you know, man.
That's how I knew right then and there.
I would tell you my moment was when I went to Canada with my wife and she ordered beer, not a little crappy cocktail that cost $1 million. And I got off cheap with a beer and I was like, yeah, we could do this.
Was it at
+2, I outkicked my
Pizza?
No, it was Boston Pizza.
Boston Pizza. It's the same thing.
Boston
They're not
Pizza.
fooling anybody.
But it was always Boston Pizza, Daily Planet, and occasionally the Wild Mushroom.
Man, I hooked up with a lot of ugly women at that Daily Planet.
No, I'm pretty sure you're not the only one. I've seen some.
I was thinking about this as I was going through Weird Al's discography last night. I kind of think Weird Al might be sort of like SNL in that the era of Weird Al in which you discover him and get into him, that's going to be your favorite Weird Al stuff. Because as I was going through, I was like, most of my picks were from when I discovered him and then I was buying his albums. Like, there were some of the first albums I ever got were Weird Al albums. It was like the first albums I got was Weird Al's Running with Scissors was one of the first ones I ever got, and the 3 Doors Down Kryptonite. It was like the first. That's a great combo. And I just remember and then the one after that I really loved. So those 3 albums that kind of run from the mid 90s through the early 2000s are just so iconic to me. And as I was going through these this discography. I was like, I wonder if I tell this for everybody. Where it's sort of like I do like some older and some newer SNL, but I'm especially fond of the Chris Farley era because that's when I started watching it when I was young.
See, I would like discovered Weird Al, then it wasn't cool anymore, and then you get to the
Really?
point where you just don't care. So I am grateful to have like two reawakenings of Weird Al fandom.
Oh,
And
sweet.
to be honest with you, like I'm not bashful to tell people that for me, Weird Al is probably in my top three musical acts of all time.
He's got to be. He's got to be.
I'm not even talking musical acts. I'm talking like musical performer, singular. I'm
Yeah.
talking like
Mm.
I'm going Michael Jackson, David Bowie, Weird Al, top
Fair.
three.
I
They're
would just
interchangeable.
say I would just say he'd be on my Mount Rushmore of that.
Yeah.
And I'm not even kidding. This
Big.
guy's incredible.
I'm a big Barry Manilow guy.
There's this
Put Barry
great
on there.
cover band called Barely Manilow around here.
Do they
I laugh
like,
every time I see it up on the marquee.
do they like even sing Barry Manilow songs, or they just
He
kind of
does
sing
it just
Barry Manilow
barely,
songs?
just barely though. He skates by, he gets it out. It's not great. It's not bad. He's barely there. You know,
There's a what the hell are they called? As we just talked about, uh, Dare to Be Stupid and stuff like that. It's a Transformers band, and they actually dress up like Unicron and stuff.
oh, I've seen that.
Cybertronic Spree,
Sounds
and they
painful.
literally dress up like Unicron, Hot Rod, RC, Bumblebee, and it looks like Rumble. But you wouldn't know that, Will, because you don't watch Transformers.
Well,
you
I
seen
only
that?
have so many valuable brain cells, and I choose to use that knowledge for other more important things, like Weird
Like Weird
Al
Al.
and Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
and good
I, did,
stuff.
I didn't have an album, but my mom was going out with this guy, and listen, guys, he had MTV.
Oh yeah.
And I saw a Weird Al music video, and it was for Fat. And I was like, this
Yeah.
is the funniest thing I ever seen. Like, I wholeheartedly want to be a part of whatever this is for the rest of my life. And
As you
Tell you
guys
what
know,
hasn't aged well is the Weird Al Saturday morning show.
oh, Macho
I've
Man?
tried to watch that again. It's like in the style of Pee Wee's Playhouse. It has not. It's like nails on a chalkboard. It's not good.
There's also a song, and I'm not going to say what it is because I may end up drafting it. That out of all his songs, some of the lyrics in it, I don't know if he could write today, which is weird to say about a Weird Al song.
Oh, I think I know which one you were talking about.
Because he's fairly tame overall with his humor.
Yeah.
But you guys know I have a stupidly, embarrassingly large Funko Pop collection, and there's only two sets that I have to complete every one of. One of them is Bob Ross. I have every Bob Ross. And the other one, of course, is Weird Al Yankovic. I got both of the Weird Als. I had to have them both.
I also have them. I also have both of the Simpsons action figure variant. They made made two. They made one pre-mustache, one post-mustache.
Oh man. Oh man.
Well,
all right, boys, we got to get going because I think we're doing 10 rounds. So we're each going to have 10 songs. This may be a little bit longer than normal.
Draft order. Yep.
And we did the draft order before, and I got screwed, so we're doing the snake draft. So
wrap around. You'll be fine.
I don't think Will and I ever agreed to snake. I don't think that was in there. Draft order.
I think that's fair. I think I'm getting screwed. I don't get any wraparound picks.
No wrap.
Not only will I ride, I will zoot suit riot. If I don't,
you get no Wayne Gretzky scores. Will, no Wayne Gretzky. You got to shoot it. You got to Ovechkin it from the corner. One timers. So draft order is me, Will, then Johnny, and we are snaking the draft.
Yeah.
So.
And Andrew, of course, because he's the responsible one, will be keeping track of our
I already have.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I'm shuffling through albums here, looking at the backs, looking at some of the lyrics. I'm going.
I literally, as I was listening to Weird Al last night for 2 hours, I was writing down every song I wanted to make sure because I know we're bound to pick songs that each of us want. So I literally have a list of 40 Weird Al songs here.
Damn.
To choose from.
At the end of this, I'll tell you guys what NPR has #1 for the best Weird Al song.
Oh, yeah, let's do that at the end. Remember that. That's a good idea.
Okay. Well, let's see. If I got to start a Weird Al album, I got to go with a song that Michael Jackson just straight up stole from him. And I got to go with Eat It.
Yeah.
Now, everybody knows if you watch the Weird Al documentary, he came out with Eat It first, I believe after an acid trip.
Yeah.
And then Michael Jackson stole it. Michael Jackson has the parody Beat It.
Yeah.
No, I thought the trip was from the guacamole.
It was
yeah, but we don't know what was in that guacamole.
Yeah.
No, it was just avocados. The LSD had nothing to do with it. It
What
was just
was
bad
the-
avocados.
Have you ever seen what was that? The Last Dinosaur, the Good Dinosaur?
Yes,
well,
yes.
yes.
Where
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
When
they're
the
they,
rotten fruit,
yeah.
and then they
This
start
freaking
tripping.
Pixar movie, and they're getting high as hell.
Yes.
I was just thinking about that.
And it's not like it's
forgot
from the
about that.
80s. This is like recent Pixar.
Yeah, it's like early 2000s, I think, right?
No, I think
Pixar?
it was like 2010s.
Yeah,
It's been forever since I've seen it.
It's a good film. I like seeing dinosaurs get fucked up. Oops, sorry, I messed up.
whoa,
God, there's our what if, Bob.
No, I cut it off. I cut it.
he cut it.
I cut it. I didn't get it all out.
Oh, good, because I still haven't got
Fudged.
to drop one yet.
All right. I'm saving mine for a real good thing.
You used it last week.
I get one a week, I thought.
He gets one a week.
I should just save them up, and then I could just have one episode where I just let 20 expletives fly.
That'd be entertaining.
All right, gentlemen.
We're ready for this.
#1 pick from an album that redefined Weird Al, had a new look, some new tunes. He was doing something that my mother told me never to do, and that's running with scissors.
Oh no! Oh no! You're gonna pick one.
Yep.
I already know.
I'm gonna break your heart, Johnny. My #1 pick. There's a certain saga that I really like. It's a great saga. You know, it's been a little rocky as of late, but I tell you what, when that saga began, I was really pumped. So I'm going with Weird Al. The saga begins from Running with Scissors. Johnny gave us a nice little rendition of it earlier to start off this wonderful session. So that is actually the song that my wife sang on our way to see Styx and Foreigner. And that's how I knew I had to marry that lovely lass and then give her some kids.
Yeah, this was definitely on my. I have certain songs with put an asterisk next to them, like I have to get these, and this is one of those. I still remember when I heard, like, I'm just going to read this whole stanza because this is one of my favorite stanzas ever in a Weird Al song. And in the end, some Gungans died, some ships blew up, and some pilots fried. A lot of folks were croaking, and the battle droids were broken. And the Jedi I admire most met up with Darth Maul, and now he's toast. Well, I'm still here, and he's a ghost. So I guess I'll train this boy. That's just perfectly great, amazing parody lyrics right there.
So
He actually makes that movie way better than what it is.
yeah,
I mean, even George Lucas loves this song, and Don McLean, who did the original song. What's the original song? That's
American Pie. My
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
American
he
Pie.
said that when this song came out, his kids would go around singing Weird Al's version, and he was so concerned when he would put on concerts that he would accidentally start singing Weird Al's version because he heard it all the time from his kids.
I think it's amazing for two things. One, Weird Al never got the script. He just assumed what was going to happen from the trailer. And I mean, it's kind of a well-known blunder that when they released the soundtrack for episode 1, one of the song titles was like Qui-Gon's Demise or something.
Yeah.
But the other thing is when I was younger, karaoke was a weekly thing. And this was a regular staple in our karaoke routine. Obviously, they didn't have this song, but we would just request the Don McLean version, and then we would just sing this because my friends and I knew it by heart.
Yeah.
That's what you got to
Yeah.
do sometimes.
Yeah.
You got to take matters in your own hand. Johnny, you get two, man.
All right. Well, my first one's going to be, since you took That probably be my second pick, but my first pick is still on the board, so I'm taking it. Almost Paradise has got to be mine
Nice.
all day long. It's one of the first songs. Famously, to me, I grew up in a Mennonite church, and to hear the word Mennonite even mentioned in a big song was a big deal for young Johnny growing up. This is also the song that I forced a poor ex girlfriend to listen to over and over again. I still know all the words. Very proud of that fact. Amish Paradise, because a local boy did kick me in the butt last week, but that's okay because I'm gonna be laughing as he's burning in hell. Such a great song. Freaking love it. And famously, this is one of the few songs that I think he said that like the communication got crossed and Coolio didn't like that he did this song, but then later on
Yeah.
Coolio and him were cool, and Coolio was like, I don't know why I was so mad about that type of thing. But yeah, I adore this song. I can listen to this song on repeat
I
again
think
and
it's a
again.
badge of honor now if you get a parody from Weird Al.
Most people say that now. I mean, didn't Nirvana say that? Like that's how Kurt Cobain know they'd made it. That Weird Al wanted to do one of their songs, that type
Yeah,
of
and
thing. That was in the
that was
90s.
early '90s. So you can imagine
Yeah.
like now.
It's huge.
Yep. So I'm going Amish Paradise first, and I think I'm gonna do it. Uh, to me, since the original song is probably problematic now purely because of who did it. But this song is incredibly long. It's also a song within itself. But you see, in this song, Weird Al and his wife are hungry and they got to go get some food
Oh,
at a drive-through. And that's when we get trapped in the drive-through. That's going to be my second pick. This is one of the newer is weird because this is like what? When did this come out? 2000 and something.
yeah. This has
Hang
got
on, it was from the album Straight Out of Linwood,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it came out in 2006.
there we go. Yeah, so mid 2000 just. This is another song that I would listen to again and again and again. I really love this song, and I always felt his version was superior to the original one anyway, and I prefer to listen to it over the original one in the first place.
Will, you are on the clock.
All right, I'm going to go to that same album. And Johnny was talking about excellent lyrics. You go through and you read the lyrics for a song called White and Nerdy, something that the three of us can aspire to be.
Yeah.
And it's so good. I believe it is his most financially lucrative song that he ever came out with. I think he made the most money from White and Nerdy.
On YouTube, if you go to the official video, it literally has over 170 million views.
Yeah,
It's
it's amazing. Like in fact, I have a bumper sticker on my car that says White and Nerdy. And if I know someone's a wonderful human being, if they understand the reference and they know it's a Weird Al
Yeah.
reference instead of me just being like, oh, he's just a white guy who's nerdy. Okay, whatever.
When's the last time you saw that video, the music video?
I just saw it because my favorite part in there is where he's meeting the guy in the back alley and he's getting the Star Wars holiday special like it's a drug deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know like the two like Key and Peele are in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot all about that. Like,
Yeah.
as I was watching the last, I was like, oh, that's Key and Peele.
Oscar winning director and that other guy.
Yeah.
He was a Bebop.
Yeah.
Jordan P or what's
New
it?
winners for me.
Key is definitely the Marty Jannetty in that group.
But at first, he looked like he was going to be the breakout.
No, I don't think so because Key still gets work.
Yeah, but Jordan Peele, I think, is a little bit more.
Jordan Peele is definitely Shawn Michaels, but I'm saying
He's like
the other guy still gets work though, so he can't
Marty.
be. Nobody
Marty
wants him.
Did maybe Key killed a man outside of a bowling alley? Like
I mean, the guy's name is Key. He's got to be involved with cocaine. And once you get involved
Here
with
we
cocaine,
go.
just like Marty,
Here we
you're
go.
going
All
downhill.
right, this is
okay.
nostalgia funhouse drinking game. If Will says cocaine in an episode, you got to take a drink.
So my next pick is because I feel like I got to take this just in case. Is he has another Star Wars song?
I was hoping for the clean sweep.
No, I knew once I saw the Saga Begins get off the board and you were talking about it, I had to go with Yoda, Yo, yo, yo,
Yo, yo, yo,
Yoda.
yo. Ah, great pick. Great song. That was his first Star Wars one, right?
Well, he's only got the two.
That was
Yeah,
his first one, right? I mean, I was right at what I
Yeah,
just said.
yeah. That one came out.
That's a '90s one or '80s one, even.
That's one of his earlier ones.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
off of Dare to Be Stupid, 1985.
Yeah.
Oh man, my next one, since it's based on my favorite movie, I got to go Gump.
Oh,
Oh,
that's a good one. Everyone you'll pick, I got to erase from my list.
I know now I got to go through. Yo, 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 yo.
Did you know that Gump sat alone on a bench in a park?
Did. My name is Forrest, he casually remarked.
okay.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
You know what else I noticed too is Weird Al's got so many great songs that you kind of forget about other ones.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, because when I was re-listening to a lot of stuff, I was like, oh man, I remember this.
All right. I'm gonna go with a hit off of the wonderful cult classic UHF film. He had a wonderful album that went with said film. Now I go to work every day, and I'm just like, I don't need to work because I was told that I could get money for nothing. But they make me work, try to get this money. So I gotta go money for nothing. Beverly Hillbillies. I mean, that riff, that's just it's marvelous. It's the only reason I know the song from the Beverly Hillbillies. I know he's getting some bubbling crude.
Yeah.
But it's just that's like the epitome of Weird Al to me. Like that riff, like I don't think of the Dire Straits song. Not at all. It's Weird Al all day long.
It's
And I
weird.
like the fact that the only way that they would let him parody it is if the guitarist would record the guitar riff on Weird Al's song. And if you listen to both tracks side by side, it's much looser and smoother on the Weird Al song because he was so used to playing it on tour a little bit looser. So it doesn't sound like he wanted to do it so it would sound just like their original song, but the same
Yeah.
guy couldn't replicate his performance on the album.
Yeah, that happens. That happened quite a few times with the original artist was like, "Hey, I want to actually be a part of this,"
Yeah.
because it was such an honor. It's such an honor for Weird Al to pick your song. That's so cool. All right, all right, here we go. I'm very happy that this song is still available for me to pick because in this day and age with technology, it's getting faster and quicker. You need better equipment, better computers and laptops. So in the end, it's going to be all about the Pentiums, baby.
Oof.
So I'm going all about the Pentiums, baby. Is my next pick. I love that song. It's fantastic. And I'm going to follow that up with Why Did I Have to Get So Constipated? I'm going with a complicated song. The one he did of the Avril Lavigne song. And the reason I picked that is A, it's great. And B, I have a hatred of Avril Lavigne. That's not her fault. But it's because the only contest I ever won on the
Were
radio.
you the skater boy that she said see you later boy?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I was. I didn't want to talk about that. I made her listen to that Amish Paradise over and over again, and she told me see you later. But no, what really happened was a local radio, the Charlotte radio station, had a contest, or whoever put the funniest caption up on a picture would win, and your boy won. And I drove all the way to Charlotte, which is like an hour drive, to pick up my prize, and all they gave me was an Avril Lavigne CD with that song on it. And the Weird Al version is far superior. So, because he gets constipated and decapitated all in one song.
Will. Do yo 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 yo.
All righty. I think I just got to do it because I'm surprised it's still on the board.
What you got?
two of my favorite recording artists of all time collaborating. And something that I try to avoid being is fat. So gonna go with fat. That music video is fantastic.
Ding dong,
The
yo.
fat suit,
Ding
the whole
dong.
shebang, so good. I mean, it goes hand in hand with Eat It. I mean, you can't get fat without eating it. I feel like Eat It is the prequel, Fat is the sequel.
My favorite part is still ding dong, yo. Ding dong.
So good.
Great pick. Classic.
Even though I don't think anybody's going to take it, but I'm going to take it now because you got to dare. And I'm going to dare to be stupid with this pick. And I'm going to squeeze all the Charmin I can while Mr. Whipple's not around.
Being a fan of a subpar franchise, that
Oh,
song
here
was
we
featured
go.
in their motion picture. I feel like you have to take it.
I mean, I didn't want to take it. I wanted Andrew to have it because I know he needed it. You know,
It's very kind of you, Johnny.
I just want everybody to know how
Subpar
a good
franchise.
friend I am.
Subpar franchise. Just on the Mount Rushmore of 80s toy lines.
I don't know if I go that far.
Oh, yeah. If you go 80s toy lines, it's got to be right up there, the Mount Rushmore. Transformers, G.I. Joe, Masters of the Universe. Not missing one. And then
Turtles doesn't come to the '90s, really.
yeah, it didn't hit their stride until the 90s. And then 92, it kind of died out because they just got terrible with their figures.
Yeah, don't you hate it when they keep doing like the same figure with different things, like they do with He-Man?
They never did that with He-Man.
They've
There's
they
only a
they
couple.
release,
There was only a couple. We didn't have 90,000 different.
but you still did it. You still
Well,
did
guess
it.
what? I
Yeah,
tell you why, because the
there's-
turtles are, they're
There's only
go-getters. They
back-
get other jobs besides being ninjas. Okay.
Yeah.
They went
Yeah,
to
they played basketball, Andrew.
yeah.
They
They played in the NBA. They went to astrophysicists
Oh,
school.
sorry.
Deep sea divers. They were samurais besides just ninjas. What did He-Man do? He's just like, I got a loincloth. That's all I'm
They
doing.
played music.
Yeah. They had a
It's so
rock and roll
weird.
career.
The whole
Talk
He-Man
about
mythology
Renaissance,
is-
man. Just like hence why they're named after these Renaissance artists. That's
Yeah.
why.
Oh,
Point
that's
match.
What kind of name is He-Man anyway? I mean, I don't need to know your pronouns, pal.
he's one of the masters of the universe.
He/man, that's his pronouns. I saw it on his Twitter bio.
Still better than the Ninja Turtles.
No, that's a harsh disagree.
You know
I
why?
don't think so.
Not even close.
Because he has the power.
Hey, a movie came out this year and then last year, right? So the
What?
Turtles movie came out 2 years ago, right? And that was financially successful. How Transformers 1 do?
I don't
Did you
know.
get Transformers 2?
I don't. I've not watched Transformers 1.
I
That
have.
Neither did anyone else.
I
yeah,
actually did because it was free on my streaming service.
I did
Well,
not.
technically, Andrew paid for it for me to watch it.
I did not. I did not even. I've thought about watching it, but I just haven't got there.
I feel like you should, so you can see what the real actual
No, no.
origin of the Transformers.
Yeah, how
is.
their friendship formed.
Like I needed to know that Optimus Prime and Megatron were like best pals, brothers.
They
Even
weren't. If you
Well,
watch
that's
the
not
damn
what-
cartoon,
I hate to tell you, they were because I saw it.
if the cartoon doesn't
Canon.
deke at the end, I don't want to know nothing about it. Actually,
That
Transformers.
Canon killed that
Prime is
franchise
good.
just like the Canon group killed Masters of the Universe.
Oh, geez.
A lot of canon are just destroying things left and right.
They were on a downward slide at that point, anyways. Oh, I'm torn between two. I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm a clone now.
Oh, I was just looking at that.
Oh, it's a deep cut.
I'm a clone now.
Because I really like the Tiffany
pick.
song.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that the 80s is way better than the 90s.
I grew up. Me and you are the exact same age, and I feel like I love the '80s, but the '90s was
Nah.
legit the best.
I think I had way too much influence in the 80s.
You had an older brother. That probably helps a lot.
Yeah, I had an older brother, and then
I
my
was the older brother, so
yeah. See, I had an older brother. He's only 3 years older than me, and then my aunt is only 13 years older than me. So
yeah.
my 80s influences are way much more than what my 90s were. I noticed too, like when Biker Mike, like everybody loves Street Sharks, and I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That and Biker Mice from Mars was pretty
Oh,
bad.
I
I like
wanted
them both. I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
I can't stand either one.
All right, so
They're no Cowboys of Mesa, though. Let's be honest.
Oh jeez.
that was a good show.
No, it
Those
wasn't.
Cowboys.
They were Cowboys and they were cows, Andrew. What are you not getting about this?
No.
All
The
right, Will,
arcade
what you got?
the arcade game that's just Sunset Riders with cows.
Rules. That's a great idea. What are you talking about? I don't understand what you're not
Oh,
understanding here.
horrible.
The Biker Mouse for Men had a great video game too. Honestly, it's actually really good. It's just like the
I think
top-down isometric racing game.
yeah, and I think I played it for like 5 seconds. I was like, this is stupid. I don't want anything to do with it.
No, you make terrible decisions.
No, I
All
think
right, fellas. So I saw this movie where this Pee Wee guy, he got in a big adventure and he
Yeah.
wanted to go to the Alamo. Like everybody built up the Alamo. And then when he got there, it was like a wet fart.
Yeah.
So there's a certain place that's really been built up by
it
Weird
wasn't
Al.
it
And
wasn't
I've
a
never
wet
been there,
fart.
but I imagine if I went to a little place called Albuquerque, I wouldn't get nearly as many adventures as
Is this
Weird
the
Al.
first original Al song we picked? I think.
No, Dare to Be Stupid.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because there's a soundtrack. I keep thinking that.
Yeah. So, I mean, the song is from Running with Scissors again. It's almost 12 minutes long.
Yeah, it's right.
No verse besides him just singing about Albuquerque, but it's just bananas. And it kind of like goes in the same vein as Johnny's pick of Trapped in the Drive-Thru. It's just a ridiculously long song. It's I think one of three that he's done where it's over a 10-minute long song that's just nonsense. There's one more out there.
Will they get picked? We'll find out.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. Great pick. All right. For my next pick, I got to go with another Weird Al original song. This might be my favorite Weird Al original song because, as everybody knows, if you listen to this podcast, I'm a big Santa Claus guy. And did you guys know that on one night, Santa Claus went a little off the deep end? Crazy, you might say. That's right. I'm going with The Night Santa Went Crazy for my next pick. It's one of my all-time favorite original Weird Al songs. I love that song. Also, it's fairly long too, from what I remember. Right? It's no 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
I want to say it's over 5.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that was off the Bad Hair Day album. Let me see if I can. It's a 4-minute song.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, classic though. Classic
Yeah, it
song.
is classic.
And then I'm going to follow that up with. Man, I got so many that I want to choose.
Okay, Dare to Be Stupid's not. It's original. It's just a parody of how Devo sound. That's what it was with that.
There's a couple songs that are like that where he just took the
Yeah.
stylings of a band, and it's still an original song. He just kind of took the vibe. Like he's got one that is like the Doors. He's got a couple that are like that.
Yeah. I think I got to go with Smells Like Nirvana.
Oh,
with
I
my
thought we were
next
going to
one.
do the clean sweep on the Christmas classics.
No, I picked my favorite Christmas one too. On top of that, so I'm going with The Night that Santa Went Crazy. I'm following it up with Smells Like Nirvana, where famously when Kurt Cobain goes, "It's not going to be about food, is it?" And Weird Al was like, "No, it's actually about how nobody can understand your lyrics," and he was like, "I love it." And didn't the guitars play on it? I think. The Nirvana
I think
guitars?
so. Yeah.
In the video, and I know the music video, he used a lot from what was in the original Nirvana video too.
Yep. What are we at? 5? 6?
This is going to be your sixth.
Sixth pick? Okay. All right, I got my Star Wars song. Now, this song was rekindled lately because of the original song got a lot of play thanks to Beetlejuice. So I'm going to go with, from Weird Al Yankovic, Alpalooza, Jurassic Park.
God dang it.
That one's another one. It's just you love the movie, you love, The lyrics that go along with it, just a great little ditty.
Awesome
Way
video
back in
too.
what, 93 that came out? Yeah, 93. Alapalooza.
Nice
Yeah, that
part.
claymation video is fantastic. Too.
Yes, yes.
I'm not gonna lie, not a fan of that song.
Yeah, well,
Andrew just loves taking things in his me and Will love and just
Not
destroying it.
not a fan. I think this is why Matt and I podcasted so well together because we just hate.
Oh,
We
you bring us
we
down,
just
we'll bring you up. We'll meet
we
somewhere in the middle.
we just hate, and we just hate there together. It's the
You
misery
bring
of
us down,
company.
and we'll be eugenics and bring us up.
Yep.
Like our testosterone levels after taking eugenics. She'll love it too.
I don't know if you guys know about this, but this song is just 6 words long. This song is just 6 words long. This is great because if you listen to the original song, I Got My Mind Set on You, I believe by George Harrison, that just seems like that's the only lyrics in there. And he took that song and he was like, you know what? I'm going to make fun of this. I'm going to make fun of one of the member of one of the greatest rock bands of all time.
Which many think that Harrison was like the kind of the dark horse of the Beatles, like the most talented.
Yeah.
So yeah, to just have the Stones to just take the mick out of one of the greatest rock and roll legends of all time.
Yeah.
And I do
Really,
love
like a Jagger to the heart.
I do love some Flintstones.
Ah, the Bedrock
yeah.
Anthem.
Yes.
That is a good one. That was a rare one because it wasn't like he just parodied the one song. He took the two Chili Pepper songs and mashed them together.
Yeah.
All right.
Your number 7.
Savon.
There's still a couple on there.
I got some dark horses that I don't think that you guys are going to pick. So I don't want to pick them too early. But let's see. You know, I wanted to take one of his like polka compilations, but they just mush all together for me.
Yeah, I absolutely love them, but I didn't pick any of them either.
Yeah.
They're a highlight for me, but yeah, I also didn't pick any of them.
More like an intermission break, I feel, on his albums.
Yeah, they kind of are.
So,
I usually put them right in the middle.
I'm feeling festive. You know, we just had the holidays. There's a certain part of the country that's at ground zero right now. But have you ever experienced Christmas at ground zero? I wouldn't want to experience that. No. Sounds terrible. But it's a nice little catchy Christmas tune. I actually prefer it more than Night Santa Went Crazy, but they're both very good songs. But I'm gonna go with Weird Al's other Christmas classic, and I'm gonna go with Christmas at Ground Zero.
I love that Weird Al, who's considered a very good-natured guy, but both his Christmas songs are
yeah.
Oh yeah, death, destruction, dismemberment,
just destroying things.
Yeah, great pick. All right, man. Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher the more we go because I don't know which ones that you guys are going to pick with what's left here. So I think I'm going to go. Man, I must really love when Weird Al raps because I got to go with Couch Potato.
That's a good one.
Where it's Eminem's "Lose Yourself," but it's all about a couch potato. And famously, Eminem said, "Hey, yes, please go ahead and do that, but I don't want a music video of it." So that's why there's no music video of it because he said, "Please don't do that."
Come on.
Off the old Poodle Hat album.
Yes, and I want to follow that up with, man, I think I got to do it. It's literally a song that's less than 2 minutes long. But sometimes it's just a weasel problem running around, guys. Just a weasel problem. What you got to do? You got to have a day. What you got to stomp some weasels. I'm going with the weasel stomping day.
I like that one, but it always reminds me of Whacking Day from The Simpsons.
I think it's what he was going for, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, but Whacking Day has Barry White.
Oh, here we go again with your Barry White.
Okay.
Number 8.
Number 8. All right, getting to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a song that's near and dear to my heart because every time I go to the most magical place on earth,
The
I
toilet.
got to go on a certain ride. It's a cruise, you see.
Oh.
And this cruise takes you through the jungle.
Oh,
And there's always some sorry sack who's trying to tell you about the backside of water. And you know they had larger aspirations in life. They thought they were going to make it big in Hollywood, but here they are, constantly just going around the jungle cruise ride. Skipper this, skipper that. So I'm going to go with Skipper Dan off the Apocalypse album. That's just a song that I think is just hilarious. I listen to it all the time. It's a B-side, if you will, but it's a good tune.
great pick.
When you were talking about Jungle Cruise, I thought we were gonna have some rock talk.
We only get one F-bomb, so we can't even talk about him because then he's like a teenager that just discovered that he can swear.
I thought we were gonna I thought George was gonna show up. Talking about jungles.
Oh, that could be. That's still out there.
That's what I thought you were gonna pick.
He's got an ape named Ape.
He does.
Yes, he does.
I didn't know if you guys knew that, but that's in the song. That's in the lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with this one. The first wrestler I ever enjoyed, I found out later on that he came out to the original song of this. So I'm gonna go with Another One Rides the Bus.
Oh yeah.
Classic.
And go with something a little bit newer, I think, is it's good old Foil.
Good tune.
Because that's another one where it's like very catchy and he's just talking about some nice aluminum foil. And then it gets way, way, way crazy.
Yeah. And that was off his actually his last studio album, which was called Mandatory Fun. So you have to have fun when you listen to that album. It's mandatory.
I hate mandatory fun.
You cannot not have it.
But I'm also going to take a song off of Mandatory Fun. I think it's a really clever song. Now, the original song, that guy, I think he was tried for some crimes.
Oh yeah.
Stealing lyrics, stealing beats. And then I think he cheated on his wife or something. So crimes against humanity. But this song is about people who don't know how to conjugate or punctuate or know how to do anything properly with the English language, which always grinds my gears. So I'm going to go with Word Crimes from Mandatory Fun.
Wait, Robin Thicke did all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got into all that trouble?
Yeah, that's why I don't hear about him anymore. I think he got sued because he ripped the song off.
I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
How dare you guys talk about Alan Thicke's son like that? That really
Alan Thicke rules.
really, really, really hurts me
Well, he shouldn't have been such a terrible human being.
in my growing pains heart.
Well, he's not his father. You know, his father's fine, as far as I know.
I think Alan Thicke's dead, isn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he's not physically fine. I mean,
he's also Alan Thicke is also very good friends with Wayne Gretzky.
He was. Are these my last two picks?
I think so.
I have you have two more. I got one and Andy's got one.
Oh man. Okay. All right. I think I'm doing this just purely because Andrew hates that album. Same album that you just did, the Mandatory Fun. You got to have some fun. But also, I thought he did a fit. And also, this is another song in which the original artists were like, "Hey, we'll even show you how to do this to make this noise and sound." Because the original song, you can't touch anything because it's a little bit radioactive. But in Weird Al's version, he's not touching anything because guess what? You're not moving. You're inactive. That's right. I'm going with Inactive. Great, great song. And then I'm going to follow that up with oh man,
Yeah, this is your last one. And while you're deciding, I want to go. I don't hate the mandatory fun album. I just hate mandatory fun
oh
because
here you go. Okay, second.
because
Oxymoron. Yeah,
in the good old Marines, they would be like, you would think like you get to go home, and then they were like, oh no, we're all going to the bar, and you're like, well, I want to go home, and they're like, nope, mandatory fun. Get your ass over there.
oh, I get it. Yeah, all right, you're allowed to think that. Then. Um, oh man, there's still some really good ones left here.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh man, this is tough, man.
Oh, I forgot about the eBay song.
That's a good tune.
Yeah, there's like three that I'm torn between here. Uh, I think I'm gonna go with the one that I also knew most of the words to as a kid. I also had the original song. I had that album because there's some ladies on it who were barely clothed. So I'm going to go with the Jerry Springer song, which is a parody of One Week, and also is the song that I mentioned before that I don't know if he could do today. A lot of people who were if you grew up like us on the Jerry Springer show, a lot of people who were on the outside of the norm, I guess.
Quality
Uh,
people.
yeah, always throwing chairs and stuff. But it's a really it's a funny song, and I used to know all the words to it. I don't know all the words now, sadly. Uh, but I'm going to go with One Week. I keep calling it One Week, but with Jerry Springer.
Is that the I thought of a funny band name and now I can't remember it of something Johnny would listen to with all of his things. It was like Sad Tuesday Morning or something. Like I feel like that would be a band that Johnny
There's
would
literally
listen
a
to.
band called Thursday. That's pretty great.
That's the worst day of the week. Nothing good happens on Thursday.
Nothing
Yeah.
good happens in their songs.
You know what Canadian band I don't get, and a lot of people I get a lot of hate for this is the Tragically Hip.
Especially around here, like they're like celebrated in Buffalo for some reason.
It, like
I barely know them.
they're okay, but if you go to Western New York, they act like they're the damn
Are
Beatles.
they from there? Is that what it is?
They're a Canadian band.
Oh, so it's near
One of,
there. Yeah.
one of their what's the one? New Orleans is sinking and I don't want to swim. That's one of their
Yeah.
hits. And then what's the other one? 50 Mission Cap, where it talks about this guy for the Leafs. He won the cups for the Leafs and then he died and the Leafs didn't win the cup again until they found his body.
Yeah, I would like to break their hip because that would just be tragic for them.
Yeah, would be. That's a band that I know the name, but I couldn't tell you any of their songs.
You're better for it.
Yeah, you are.
All right. So this last song, there's a
Last
certain
one.
person in this world who just really should be celebrated more, but just isn't for some strange odd reason. So it was nice of Weird Al to shine a little light on this individual and just really tell the tall tales of what he's done throughout his life. And this is off of the Apocalypse album again. I'm talking about the man, the myth, and the legend, Charles Nelson Riley.
Ooh.
We can go a little bit of CNR.
Oh,
It's about time you put a little respect on that man's name.
love a good Charles Nelson Riley. He's Mr. Love American style, isn't he?
He can love any style he wants.
I got into like this whole watching all these old like shows when I was a kid, and I thought Love American Style was like one of the coolest things ever. Isn't that what? You know who I always liked? I always liked Rip Taylor too.
Oh, Rip Taylor is a legend.
I loved him in Wayne's World too.
I liked him at the end of Jackass when he's just spreading the confetti everywhere and just
yes,
having a good
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, Andrew, how you finishing this off?
there's
Last pick, Mr. Irrelevant.
there's some classics. But this one, when I was making the list, was at the top because I had like one of the greatest, I think it was the TV compilation. And I had that and I really enjoyed listening to, even though it is it's kind of not a good thing because nobody wants to go on Jeopardy and lose. I lost on Jeopardy. Oh, damn it.
No takesies backsies.
Yeah, I just remembered the Mickey one.
I would have picked I Love Rocky Road, but I can't stand that flavor of ice cream.
I don't like it
So I
either.
can't justify it.
Not a fan.
Yeah, before you read our list, I also wanted to bring up a few honorable mentions for me. Ode to a Superhero, which is Piano Man, but about Spider Man, is fantastic. But also, there's a couple. I mean, Like a Surgeon was one of the classic ones that didn't get picked. But there's a couple of Pretty Fly for a Rabbi. But also,
Oh
a couple
crap.
of his originals that I really love is Your Horoscope for Today. I love that song. It's very funny.
That's a good
And
one.
Attack of the Radioactive Hamsters from a Planet Near Mars is also really, really good.
He really likes hamsters.
They're not bad. I have you ever are you familiar with the First World Problems song? Like that one always tickles me,
Yeah.
just the way it's worded.
Yep.
That's a good one. Um
This-
Phony calls. That's another one we could bring up.
Oh, come on.
Can't go making those phony calls.
I completely forgot about that one.
Achy Breaky song is also good.
You know what
That's a good
really
one.
pisses me off is I made a reference to waterfalls in an email at work and I didn't get a response back. So either they didn't pick up on the reference or they weren't doing it. Somebody told me I put a part in the wrong spot and I was like, nope, wasn't me. I like to stick to the rivers and the lakes that I'm used to. and and I got no response. And it was really aggravating. It wasn't aggravating that I was getting blamed for doing something I didn't do.
Because I didn't notice your brilliance. I get it. Yeah.
That they didn't pick up on the waterfalls reference.
The Rye or the Kaisers, that's another good tune.
Yes. Yeah.
That's a good one. The white stuff. We're talking about Oreo cookies, folks.
Not cocaine.
I'm surprised you didn't pick I mean, it was your song, Johnny. Here's Johnny.
Yeah, I didn't want to
off the TV album.
Yeah.
You guys want to know top 10 from
Top
NPR?
10.
Yeah, what's the top
NPR?
10 from NPR? Yeah.
Number 10, Trapped in a Drive-Thru.
Yeah.
Wow.
Number 9, Word Crimes. Number 8, Hardware Store.
What?
Oh, wow.
That's a deep cut.
Number 7, Eat It.
That is NPR. They gotta have some deep cuts in there.
Number 6, Dare to Be Stupid. Number 5, I Lost on Jeopardy. Number 4, Amish Paradise.
There we go.
Number 3, Smell Like Nirvana.
There we go.
2, One More Minute. And then number 1, White and Nerdy.
Yeah, I figured that'd be number 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a bad list from NPR, I gotta say.
That's pretty good. That's pretty reflective of the man's career. I like how they went with some old, some new.
Yeah.
Some in the middle.
Oh, yeah. All right, Andrew, read our picks. And we'll try to see if I think all 3 of us did really well. You can't go wrong with the Weird Al draft, really.
No.
So with mine, we got Eat It, Yoda, Gump, Dare to Be Stupid. I Think I'm a Clone Now. That's such a great song. Just 6 Words, Bedrock Anthem. Another one, Rides the Bus. Foil, I Lost on Jeopardy. Another great one from his other studio, I think it was his last studio album, is Handy.
Yeah.
I really like that one.
It's something I'd love to get.
Will's
I was
got
waiting.
Saga Begins, White and Nerdy, The Beverly Hillbillies, Fat. It's so weird when you read these. Albuquerque, Jurassic Park, Christmas at Ground Zero, Skipper Dan, Word Crimes, and CNR. Johnny went with Amish Paradise, Trapped in a Drive-Through, All About the Pentiums, Complicated Song, The Night Santa Went Crazy, Smells Like Nirvana, Couch Potato, Weasel Stomping Day, Inactive, and then the Jerry Springer song.
I think we all three did really well.
If I had to take one album, I think I would probably have to go with Running with Scissors. I used to listen to that thing forward,
Same.
backwards,
Yeah,
constantly.
again, that was one of my first albums that I ever got my own money.
Yeah, that was the one. Like my first album was Bad Hair Day, and then when I got reacclimated with Weird Al was Running with Scissors.
Yeah, that was my first. My first Weird Al was Bad Hair Day.
That was my first Weird Al that my parents got me, but like Running with Scissors, I got my own money. That's the one. Like I got into Weird Al with Bad Hair Day, really hardcore, and then I knew that he had that album coming out, and I was excited to get it, and I saved up money for it. Very excited to get that, and then forced everybody to listen to it. That's what I do.
That's what you got to do as you listen to Sad Morning Tuesday. And it's so weird that Johnny is so into Weird Al, considering his musical taste.
It's the only good taste of music he has.
Comedy and sadness are just always linked more than you know. Sad clowns, man.
I have not listened to. I think it's called Muse. I have not listened.
It's called Muse. Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, funny story. Listen to this. So last week, right? Johnny goes, "Hey, listen to this band Muse, right? It's great. It's awesome." So I get my Amazon Music account, ready to freaking download it. I download Muse. You know what happens the next day? Upload. Wiped everything from my Amazon Music account except for Muse. Thousands of songs gone.
But you got Muse.
I got Muse. That's all I had. There was a slight moment where the only thing in my musical catalog was Muse. Coincidence? I think not.
Muse.
It was a virus that Johnny sent to wipe my musical tastes. Or perhaps that's the only way Muse can get listens to go listen. When people upload our music, we'll just wipe the rest of their music out. So that way they got nothing to listen to but us.
You got Muse.
Yeah, and I didn't get a thank you.
Tell you what, I was not amused by that.
You could at least text me, thanks, Johnny, and I would be like, you're welcome.
No, I had to tell you in person. I couldn't just do it via text.
Oh, we got Muse. Muse isn't until March. Thank God.
But we appreciate y'all listening. Who would be what are your favorite Weird Al songs? Let us know.
Hey, do you want to know what we're doing next week?
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Make sure you check out all our social medias. Andrew does a phenomenal job there. He does not trust me and Will to handle those. And that's
made you an admin, Johnny. I made you an admin.
Yeah, and I do. I never look on there because I like to be surprised. But Andrew does a phenomenal job, honestly, keeping up with all that stuff. So make sure you check those out. We appreciate all you listening. Andrew, what are we doing next week on the Nostalgia Funhouse?
I was thinking we could go on a incredible journey and go homeward bound.
Oh, yeah.
Because Johnny has been requesting this.
I have been, yeah. This is a movie that I absolutely love, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. So let's see if that love still holds up. So watch. I think it's on Disney Plus. I'm assuming so. It's a Disney.
Let me just make sure before actually.
Which one are we doing? Are we doing The Incredible Journey, or are we doing
the first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing the second one. If you get lost twice as an animal, you're.
Wasn't Homeward Bound just a remake of a '70s movie called The Incredible Journey?
I don't know. It might be.
Are you ruining this for us?
I'm just saying. I thought, because you used both names in the title.
Well, that's what it's called, Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey.
So they just swapped it?
But it's got Michael J. Fox.
Okay. So we're watching the one from the 90s.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually, my very good friend.
And Sally Fields in it. Yeah.
He cries every time Shadow comes over that hill.
I'm going to cry.
He cries every time. He's a 60-year-old man, and he cries every time that dog comes over the hill.
You gotta cry. It's the dog coming back to his buddy.
Who played Shadow?
It An elderly gentleman.
What is this guy known for?
Peter Sellers.
Oh, he's one of the guys in Trading Places. Probably another movie nobody's seen. Have you seen Trading
Heard of it.
Places? What, really? You've never seen Trading Places?
With
I
Dan
was there,
Aykroyd
but then
and
I went
Eddie-
somewhere else.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, it's a great film.
It's great. I gotta tell you,
I wonder what happens in it.
it's
Everybody stays the same.
but that is it. And remember out there, what may not be nostalgia for you may be nostalgia for some.
And it's okay to dare to be stupid.